Hello, everyone. My name is Milton Gore, and this is my culminating project. And the title is What Are Some Salient Factors to Support Black Male Students on a PWI for a Sense of Belonging? My advisor was Dr. Woodson Okello, who I highly acknowledge and thank for continuing his work here at UNCW and guiding me through the process here. It's coming from the Department of Educational Leadership at UNCW. This is my culminating project poster. As an overall in summation, I will go over in the beginning some inspirations, an introduction, the issues, some demographics, some methods, findings, and then conclude. Just to start off, I like to talk about what inspired me to do this project was that in my undergraduate years at UNC Pembroke, me along with 6 other men decided to start a chapter under a national organization that helped Black men and men of color succeed on an academic level of personal development and help them succeed professionally post-graduation, and of course, help them with their professional development. This was challenging in my undergraduate years, but it allowed us to have an experience like no other. And this is what inspired me to do this project here at UNCW. As an introduction, I wanted to find out and measure some essential needs for Black men and men of color at a predominantly white institution. The importance of Black male initiatives and other necessary implementations at a university are vital because we need more resources, as research shows, for Black men and men of color. I also decided to do this project because of developing more avenues, again, for Black men and men of color through academics, personal development, and retention avenues. The issue and the problem and the question that we're trying to solve involves research that aims to explain the importance of Black male initiatives at a PWI. Black male students complete college at a lower rate regarding academics. Along with trying to obtain a degree, we have to deal with racism, stereotypes, and cognitive inferior portrayed in messages from the media, while again, still trying to obtain a degree. Here at UNCW, I decided to take some of the demographics because it shows of importance of the lack of diversity when it comes to race and ethnicity. And so what does that mean for a student who is a Black male student or a male student of color that's trying to develop a degree here at UNCW? Some methods that I used to explore and create themes about was done through a case study, a qualitative case study, when I interviewed 7 different students, Black men and men of color. And I explored Black male students' mental health and emotional adjustments through my research in their college life, and also focused on the student involvement and sense of belonging to contribute to minority male student success. The qualitative investigation, as I was discussing, used as a case study to understand the perception about Black males and men of color involvement on campus. So these interviews were conducted to inform and could be implemented to inform the university and implement new ideas for the university as well as PWIs to help increase Black men and men of color student involvement and develop a sense of belonging. What I found out from these interviews as I conducted them, from many of the seniors' perspective, and then some juniors and also some sophomore perspectives, was that the relationships that students have with other people pre-college suggest their decisions on why they decide to come to a predominantly white institution. At first, it's not because of the fact of that they think it's a highly diversity and highly inclusion type of university. They come for different reasons, such as just trying to get an education, and then they come here and they get big surprises when they find out some of the things that they experience. The resources for cultural competency and student and development for Black men and men of color is needed by many of our faculty and staff here at UNCW. And that was also relayed by our students that I interviewed. The programs with diversity and inclusion need to be implemented throughout the university instead of relying on the Office for Institutional Diversity and Inclusion, mainly focusing on the Upper Mid African American Cultural Center. Many of the students said that the cultural involvement does well only when it comes to the OIDI here at UNCW, and enhancing and investing into the support of Black males and males of color with the resources provided along with societal issues. So the resources that we provide here at UNCW, we need to also, as higher officials, need to invest within them and also support students as they came out of a 2020 social justice summer where they were still coming to school and still experiencing racism and discrimination. They did not feel supported also by the university when it came to these matters. And in conclusion, research relays on how students do not feel, again, a sense of belonging here at the university. The absence of cultural involvement and support to invest into a minority population of students suggests a cause for implementing new strategic plans to contribute with the development of Black men and men of color. This research can also be further developed by collecting and analyzing more data from a larger population of Black male students and men of color students. Here are some of the references that were in my Culminating project, but these are the main references that I use for this Culminating project poster. Thank you so much for your time, and that concludes my presentation.